Alright, we are live. Welcome. Getting the stream overlay up. Here we are. Welcome to the stream. And first things first. The lineups. Ben Simmons is back, and that's a good thing. The bad thing is Clax is out, and also Utah is not back yet. Utah will probably play the second half of a back-to-back tomorrow. But as for Ben, he may not play tomorrow. I think he won't. They're just going to ease him back in. But Clax is now out. So our dreams of getting a full team back by the start of next week potentially is up for debate. So right now, we just got to deal with what we have. Ben Simmons will play the 5 today. With regards to the matchup, it's going to be an interesting one because the Hawks are missing a lot of players. They've been absolutely gutted of their starting lineup. So they've got Trae Young, Aaron Holiday, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, and Clint Capella as the 5. So, look, they are pretty much, they're delving into the bench already. Like half of their starting 5 is made up, of rookies and, role players merely. Trae Young also was under a bit of an injury, not an injury cloud, but a bit of, it wasn't really, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, I can't find it. But he was ill yesterday and the day before, I do believe. So he missed the last game, I do think, and hence why he was under a bit of an injury cloud for this one. And, well, he's playing, but I don't even know if it was worth the hassle. So, we are currently somehow fourth in the conference, and I've absolutely no clue how that's happened because it's really been one of those seasons where so much has happened, and you would have thought, given all the drama, we would have been, basically knocked to the floor and would be a very difficult recovery, but it's been a pretty quick turnaround, and without our players always being available, mind you, that's a pretty tough thing to accomplish in the league, but, this homestand has seen us win 5 of the last 6, and that is, that's gotten us into, a pretty good position at the moment. It's always handy. So right now, if we look at what the Hawks did last game, they got smoked by 24. Trae Young did play that. DeJounte Murray went out after 4 minutes. And yeah, their bench, Bogdan Bogdanovic had 10 3-point shots and didn't make one. So they shot 16% from 3 on 36 attempts. Best believe they're not going to win if they're putting up those kind of numbers. So, it's... this is a game we have to circle on the calendar and say, you have to win. And look, I know it's only 27 games into the year now. Today would be 27. But, every game is handy. You need it. And obviously, if we want to be the ones with home court advantage down the line, these games you look back on, if you finish one game away from the 4 seed and say, we didn't beat the Hawks when they were short-handed, it's only us to blame. So we've got to get the job done here. We've probably got about 10 or so minutes till tip-off, and I'm just going to get the scoreboard ready. So those who have just tuned in, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. We've got the Hawks today and we've got the Pacers tomorrow, both of which will be on the show. So make sure to tune in tomorrow as well. Same time, same place, I do believe. But for the moment, right now we're just waiting a little bit. If you have any questions about the game, we'll actually get a little bit of a poll going. You know I love a good little poll to kick things off. And look, this one should be pretty lopsided, but we're going to do one of those typical simplified polls where you basically say who's winning. Get your polls in or your votes in for the poll. We got a lot of people in early. Buonasera, hope you're doing well, my friend. Ray, I don't know what time it is over there, but happy you have tuned in for this one. Always appreciated you guys rocking up, because the stream is nothing without people to be there for it, to witness it. So props to you all for rocking up earlier than usual. So this one shouldn't be too far away from commencing. In case you missed it, yeah, we don't have Clax, and Capella could absolutely feast. But in saying that, they've got 3 of their starters out. DeJounte Murray, John Collins, and DeAndre Hunter. And sometimes they usually create a problem for us. One of the 3 at least. But look, I don't think Trae Young and Clint Capella are going to destroy us, but I could be easily mistaken. Strange things happen when Brooklyn plays a game of basketball, so it's my best guess what's going to happen here today. But you would back us in to win this game, I think. And currently it's a unanimous vote. You're all saying Brooklyn should win this one, and I 100% agree. We're still missing pieces, but I think there's a couple keys, and once again, when we talk about teams that are short-handed and, what's the word? Young, there's going to be a level of confidence about them, so you can't give them that confidence early. We say that so many times. And on top of that, rebounding is going to be a big thing, especially with Capella at the 5. A very clear center. We don't have a definable center today. If that makes sense. Clax is out. Ben Simmons is on a 20 minutes restriction per Jacques Vaughn tonight. And Clax is out. So KD is going to be playing the 5. We need anyone playing at the 4 and the 3 to really dig in. TJ Warren may have a pretty big part to play, as well as Markieff Morris, but they're all going to have to play their role. We are about to get underway in just a moment. Let me get that up over there. Just get the main overlay up. Get ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, so we just need to start on fire. Wino Claxton, hamstring tightness. Play Dayron. I mean, if there's a game, if it gets to a blowout really early, then it is probably a smart idea to play Dayron and give him a little bit of, action. Trade in practice yesterday due to sickness, yeah. So he did play the last game, but has a bit of an injury bug. I mean, they didn't have to travel much, which was good because, they played New York last game at the Garden, so, they're not tired in any way, shape or form. We are sort of refreshed as well, a couple of days or a day off. So we'll see how we go today, but Trae Young potentially could just absolutely stink it up early, or it could be the complete opposite. We could be absolutely garbage, but we just got to get off to a really good start. I mean, this team that the Hawks have put out is not that good. On paper. Should I mention? On paper, that is. It's all about effort and work rate and what you bring to the table on match day. You could be absolutely shit in terms of the roster you put out. But if you're more hungry for it, then you're going to play better. So we can't be complacent early. So Durant is going to be in the jump ball on Capella. Here we go. And Capella wins the tip-off to No Surprise. And they will get into an early offensive set, the Hawks. Trae Young. Ben Simmons, immediate impact and a turnover for the Hawks. Simmons down the middle and the finger roll. One-man offense. Ben straight away. Defense and then offense. Excellent start for Ben. Trae Young from just inside the logo. And he absolutely nails the three-pointer. So, I mean, if Trae has about 60 tonight, then we may be in a little bit of strife. But, I mean, it would start by not letting him score those three-pointers. Kyrie Irving with a spin. He misses the mid-range. And Trae Young will do the facilitation. He gets past Kyrie. Forced to pass it to Capella. Capella missed the layup. And it looks like we're going to get a foul on Ben early. So he's been really amongst it. Already a steal, a layup make, and now a foul for Ben. So a lot happening already in the early stages. Capella at the free throw line converts the first one. I think it's just going to be really about forcing the ball into, you know, the lesser lights of, or the lesser likes of the Hawks, really. Capella's second free throw is good. That's a really awkward free throw routine, I feel. Ben's going to get it, and he is really assertive. KD, excellent move. Ben in the dunker spot, and he scores again the reverse, and it is 5-4 Atlanta. Trae Young in a switch. High screen's going to be set, and now Trae Young going to try drive on Joe Harris. Does well. Forces the pass to Griffin, who scoops it and missed it, and we're going to get another foul. And it's Ben again with a foul. Nope, it's on O'Neal. Sorry. So, early on, Capella is proving to be a little bit of an issue. Free throw is off by AJ Griffin, and Mr. Whammy is behind the basket, so you already know what's going to happen with regards to whether or not he's going to make the shots. Number 2. Let's see if Mr. Whammy's powers are undisputed. No, they're not, but it was damn close to missing. So, Ben will bring it up again and hand off to Joe Harris, who drives down the middle and missed the layup. Good defense by Capella. Ben again scores. Had Capella in the air, and Ben has scored all 6 Nets points early in this one. Trae Young again for 3 is short. Capella with the rebound. The kick out, and it's deflected out of bounds, and it will be Atlanta ball. I reckon Capella's already had 3 offensive rebounds, and that is a little bit of a worry. Hopefully we won't need the chant. We're not going to talk about the chant right now. It's way too early for that. We're 2 minutes in the game, and we couldn't go 2 minutes without the chant. AJ Griffin makes the mid-range. And now Ben, looking for an option to KD on the outside, who drives, got past Jalen Johnson and scores the little jumper, falling away towards the baseline. And now Trae Young, guarded by Joe, improved defender. Trae, nice little cross. He didn't even hit the rim on the jumper. And now the Nets go the other way through O'Neal, who's trying to find Kyrie, and then just passed it. Why would you pass it there? Holiday is clearly blanketing Kyrie, and you still try to force it. So Trae Young into the paint. He kicks it out to Holiday. Catch and shoot 3 is off, and Ben with the rebound. So Ben, oh my god, he's tried to be fancy with it, try to go behind the back, and instead it was a turnover. Royce O'Neal was not there. We're getting a timeout early, and it's 10-8 Atlanta. We've been... Well, the points we've given up have been pretty questionable. I mean, the last couple possessions, those turnovers are completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Aki, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Don't know if I said that right. But right now, last two possessions, Kyrie, they were trying to get it to him. Royce O'Neal just passes it straight to the Hawks. The second one, Ben Simmons trying to be fancy with it, not realizing that Royce isn't even going to hold his position. Royce keeps going. Ben passes to where he was 2 seconds prior, and all it is a fast break for Atlanta. So right now, there's a lot of shit we're doing that is very, very much avoidable. It is what it is, though. It's only early. It's 10-8. It's not the end of the world. There's plenty of time in this one. So, we've just got to be... We just got to be smart. We just got to be smart with things. Got a few other games going on as well. Philly are playing the Lakers. That is a good game. And that one just began as well. Yep. Alrighty, so you guys are currently saying the Nets are up, or are going to win this one, 85% to 15%. If you haven't voted yet, go ahead, so we can get a proper gauge of what y'all are saying. But right now it would suggest, given the teams that both teams have rolled out and by a forced hand, the Nets should be winning this game undisputed. But right now, we are just about to leave the timeout, the first one of the match. And 3 minutes in, Jacques Vaughan decided let's call an early timeout because we're being a little bit erratic with our possessions. So alrighty. Okay, so Joe's going to bring it out from the side. And Kyrie's going to pick it up. So Ben fakes the handoff. KD backdoor cut. Blocked. And KD wanted a foul on the arm, which he just can't get at all this season. At all. Him and Kyrie. Oh, look, I don't reckon that's a foul. I think KD's arguing a point that doesn't really have any argument. Joe Harris misses the fucking layup. Uncontested. And now Trae Young to Aaron Holiday on the outside, who drives on Kyrie. The little push shot is very nice by Aaron Holiday. 12-8. Ben to Joe. Bounce pass to Ben. 1-2. Excellent passing. Ben with the little touch pass, and it is 12-10. Joe didn't get back on defense. No one else helped him out. Luckily, the corner three was off by the Hawks. And now Royce will pick it up. Give it a KD. And now the high screen by Ben. KD is going to try drive on Capella, you would think. Excellent cross. Had the defenders in the air. And KD, I thought he was going to get his shot blocked. It didn't matter. He scored the midi again. And now it is all tied up. Trae Young with the acceleration of the paint. Layup was wild. And it's going to be another Nets rebound. Ben to Royce. Back to Ben. Kick out of the corner for Joe. And now KD on the wing. Goes down the middle. Stops. Step back. Got it. 14-12. Early going. First quarter. Those who have just tuned in, welcome to the stream. Aaron Holiday. The screen is set, and now the switch. We've got a very switchable lineup with Ben at the 5. Trae Young, doubled. Griffin wide open in the corner. A little bit of miscommunication. And Griffin knocks it down. So KD, going to bring it up past halfway. Joe, oh my god. Trae Young read the pick and pop exceptionally. Then wanted an alley-oop, which Johnson wasn't ready for. KD got knocked to the deck, and then it's going to be a foul that favors the Nets. So we'll get the ball, but so KD can't get whistles on the offensive end, but he got one that was, I reckon, highly questionable. It was a pretty incidental kind of contact. Got hit in the back of the head, so yeah, that's probably a bit of a questionable foul call that favours us. KD acts like nothing happened, though. He scores from the elbow for 2. Again, I will look at your chat, Vil, in a moment. Trae Young, good cross. Got to the basket. Scores 2. Nice little scoop. Royce to Kyrie. And he travelled. So we've already had 4 turnovers in this game, which is not ideal. We did say that we didn't want to give the Hawks an inch in this game, and those 4 turnovers are giving them a few extra opportunities that, you know, we can't afford to be giving them. Trae Young turns it over, though, looking for Capella in the post. To the corner, Joe, extra pass, good ball fake. No look to KD under the basket on Trae, and the Nets have the lead back. It's been a back and forth kind of contest early in this one. So the high screen by Holiday and the switch once again. It's going to be a foul on the pass. Ben will pick up his second. Capella was the guy that got also arguably fouled. So it will be it'll be resumed from the side. 6 assists on 9 made field goals in this game so far, which is a very good return. Very high percentage on that. And we did very well to do the exact same thing the other day as well. Sumner's in the game, and so is Seth. Bogdanovic is in the game as well. He missed the mid-range. We needed 3 players to try box out Capella. He nearly got the board, but tapped his own shot out of bounds. So Ben Simmons is on the pine now, and it's been a very good return for Ben. KD at the elbow again. Good move to shake off Capella, and he scores from his spot once again. 2017. Excellent start. Trae Young, right past Kyrie. Trae missed the layup. Shakes his head because I think he thought he had a foul. KD, quick. Jesus Christ, that was very early in the shot clock, and I can acknowledge the fact that they weren't set, the Hawks, but the shot was probably not the right one. Voice crack. Trae Young. Capella under the basket. Had to dribble it and missed the layup. Well done, Seth Curry, to protect the ball on the rebound. Gets it to Royce. Wide open 3. Yes! Timeout, Atlanta. Excellent ball movement. And if you move the play quickly, as we just mentioned about a possession ago or 2, we did say that, you know, you move the play fast, those wide open 3s are going to happen. And, well, we just saw it on full display there. So the lead is currently 6. We'll get the box score up for you. If you're new to the channel, you will know or won't know that this is a tradition, a long-held tradition, where we basically suss out the box score in a very interactive manner. So let's see if I can actually get the box score up, because it's gonna freaking not let me do it, is it? That is really annoying me. I can't get the box score. How is it? I actually can't get the box score. It's literally... I'm trying to get it. You can see my attempt. There it is. We got it. So AJ Griffin with 8 for the Hawks. He's the high man. Trae Young's been highly inefficient. And they're shooting at 6 of 14. For us, well, we're shooting it so well. We're picking up right where we left off in the first half last game against Charlotte. And we've already had 8 dimes, which is a really good return. 12 points for KD in the opening quarter. And Ben Simmons on return. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 dimes. The only problem is the foul trouble, but overall, an excellent return. I mean, you couldn't ask for much more. And he's got a steal to his name as well. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the backup center minutes. Who would you like the Nets to trade for at the deadline? If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to trade anyone until I see what the team is capable of with the full, the full roster of players to pick from. Once I see the team perform, if I see the team performing well, once we have everyone back, I'm going to be highly opposed to any sort of trade that would shake things up or get rid of assets that don't need to be gotten rid of. So we've got a side out for the Hawks. KD has been on absolute fire. This is the 10th game in the year where he has scored 10 in the opening quarter. So we've got a couple changes for the Hawks. Bogdanovic had a wide open 3. We try to go under the screen. Luckily, Bogdanovic is in a shooting slump, and that's continued over to this game so far. Seth Curry looking. Kyrie, high screen KD, the switch. Bogdanovic now guarding on the outside. Kyrie, spin, turns the other way. Curry got to shoot it. And he travelled. Another turnover for the Nets. Something is up with Seth, not the same. I just think you can't expect players to be firing all at the same time. And I mean, that's a nice layup by Trae Young over the top of the outstretched arms of KD. I think you're being greedy if you want Seth, Joe, Edmund Sumner, Royce, everyone to be firing at the same time. I mean, it would be over for the league, but here is Seth now. Sumner drives on Bogdanovic to travel on Sumner. Another turnover. We've got to be much more careful with that, because another turnover means 6 in the entire quarter. And we had only about 10 the other day. Bogdanovic on the wing. Okongwu is in the game, and he scores over the top of Seth Curry, who was trying to help on defense. Sumner found him as the matchup, or was the guy that was guarding Okongwu in the post. And now KD. Guarded by Culver. KD lost the ball, and that's turnover 7. Young with the acceleration, the high flip, and it's in, and the lead is now no more. It is a tie. We've had 7 turnovers. We didn't have 7 in... Kyrie, that is excellent. Got it over the top. Shoveled it up and in, and won. But yeah, 7 turnovers in the quarter. You have it only 2 or 3, and you may be up by about 10 right now. Depending on what you do with those extra opportunities that you're currently giving up. And it won't be as easy for the Hawks to score as well. Because all those transition buckets, man, it's all happening in open play. So, right now, the lead is 3. We've got a foul. Sumner will pick it up. I have no idea what the foul is for. I didn't see it. Sumner is confused. So is Kevin Durant. It will be Joe Harris coming back into the game. TJ Warren's also in. So KD playing some minutes at the 5. Trae Young gets past KD again. He missed the layup. Joe with a strong rebound. And now Kevin Durant to Sumner, to Curry in the corner. Back to Sumner. Drives through contact. He is fouled. And the Hawks protest that one as well. But they won't be successful. Once the call is made by the ref, there is no changing it. And it will be free throws for Edmund Sumner. So this will extend the lead to 5. And Sumner has shown a real knack this season to just drive to the basket, go downhill, put the head down, and basically, you know, get opportunities like this at the free throw line because of that assertiveness. So, and obviously that is not inclusive of the defense that he portrays on the defensive end. Bogdanovic, the drive, he shoots the tough fadeaway over Joe Harris. It's good defense, and Joe did well to secure that rebound as well with a crucial tap. Sumner to the cup. Sometimes he's a bit too fast for his own liking, and that was the occasion there. Trae Young, extra feed, and the score for Trent Forrest, or Okongwu, I have no idea. So KD, Ice Cream Warren, KD drives, layup, got it. And that's going to be so tough to stop because of the outstretched arm of KD there on the side where there was no resistance. So you're not stopping that. Trae Young, another foul, and we've been a bit trigger happy, or yeah, we've been pretty undisciplined with the the non-fouling side of things. We've fouled him way too much. Trying to do trying to be active with the hands and all that kind of stuff. Trying to get steals and whatnot. But realistically, I don't know why you would bother. Because all we're proving is that we're absolutely awful at the craft. What team is my favourite? Well, judging by the stream, by the hat I'm wearing, and by the jumper I'm wearing, which you can't see, I think it's fairly obvious. I'm being a bit of a smart ass there, but, you know. Sumner drives again, nearly lost his dribble. KD down the middle again, and scores off the glass again. I mean, they're going to have to triple team him at some point because they've got no option to stop the guy at the moment. He's got about 20 already. Trae Young, and 1. And Sumner has no idea how that's a foul. Trae Young's going to get the and 1 opportunity. And once again, bailing him out at the free throw line. I mean, that time Trae Young was going to score anyway, but look at the whistle. I don't know how that's... How is that a foul? Trae Young's free throw is good. You already know he shoots those at a very, very high clip. So Sumner's in on 2 fouls. Ben also picked up a couple fouls when he was in the game. KD. Guarded by Culver. Shoots over the top. And knocks it down again. Are you taking the piss, Kevin Durant? He's got 18 in the quarter, I think. He has missed 2 of his 11 shots. He hasn't even taken a 3-pointer yet. Trae Young, excellent defense. TJ Warren stripped him of the ball. Extra feed, Joe Harris. Layup is good. Excellent job by TJ Warren. Didn't even give Trae Young a sniff on that possession. And we got an offensive foul. Sumner could have easily picked up his 3rd foul in quick time, but this time Trae Young is going to be the guy who picks up the foul. 2 pretty lackluster possessions. First, the turnover, and second, another turnover. This time a dead ball turnover. So KD's going to get it at the logo. 10 seconds to shoot. KD is doubled. We've got to find the open number. TJ Warren. Come on. Oh my god. That's... Oh, for fuck's sake. How did it take... How is it that difficult to navigate through that? Every single time, all the Hawks, or all teams need to do is double KD, and then the rest of the team goes into a zone to cover the other players. They basically need to run a 3-man zone to cover the 4 other players on the Nets team, and usually it works. Teams execute that so well, and we never find ways to manipulate it. But that's the quarter, 36-30, and well, Kevin Durant is a freak of nature. He's got 18 points and has missed 2 shots. Wow. Ben's got 6, hasn't missed. And that was in limited time as well. Joe scored 4 as well. The bench has been a little bit interesting. Sumner's already got 3 fouls. Okay, I didn't know he had 3 fouls. But that is the shooting. I mean, the other day I thought that was good. This, I think, is better. And we've scored 36 on the back of only attempting 2 threes as well. You know how impressive that is. That is nuts. We've already had 10 dimes as well. But it's very clear. The offense is run through Kevin Durant. That is why the shooting is so high in terms of percentage. Other players haven't really needed to take shots. I mean, the Hawks are still inviting it. You know? If they employ that zone a little bit more, then maybe things will change. But, yeah, if they employ the zone and the double teams a little bit more, then we could be in a little bit of an issue. But for the moment, everything's going okay. The second quarter will commence very, very shortly. Alrighty. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. And if you are new to the show, make sure to subscribe. We are back here tomorrow for Nets Indiana, so we will be live from about the same time, depending on when we start, actually. No, we start half an hour earlier tomorrow, so we will be starting from half an hour earlier. Alrighty, so the timeout is nearly up, and I lost my voice, and also, sorry, microphone, and also Kevin Durant has accounted for half of our points. Man is a freak of nature, man. Alrighty, so Ben is back in the game. It's Kyrie, Ben, Royce, Seth Curry, TJ Warren. For the Hawks, it's Forrest, Bogdanovic, Griffin, Okongwu, and I don't know who that guy is. A random. Royce. Seth Curry pulls up for 2 and knocks it down. Aligned himself with the basket and scored the midi, which he is, or has been known to be fairly reliable from. The Hawks aren't even shooting it that bad at 48%, but the problem is 74% is what the Nets are shooting right now. Griffin, good move to get to the basket, missed the layup. Okongwu, oh, what? Okongwu hung on the rim after missing the dunk. I think Ben Simmons got a vital hand in there to... Yeah, no, that's a foul. They did not call it, and Okongwu was trying to put it back up and in whilst he was hanging on the basket. So Unfortunately, the Hawks just can't catch a break at the moment. Play resumes. So Kyrie, Warren in the post. Justin Holiday's playing. I called Holiday random. Anyway, Warren on the baseline. Scores over the top of Holiday. And the lead is up to double digits now. And now in the paint is Forrest. The handoff to Griffin, who cut to the basket and scored the nice reverse. He was drafted in the first round for a reason. So Ben Simmons, the screen for Seth. And it's a foul and one! 3+1. And that was poetic. The screen by Ben to free up Seth Curry. Okongwu left his closeout till late. And Seth Curry is the beneficiary of a foul call. So the Nets are playing exactly the way they were playing in the first half against Charlotte. It followed a very similar trend. Seth Curry makes the free throw. And the lead is now 12. So the handoff by Forrest to Bogdanovic. That was a bit disjointed, but he knocks it down from the top of the key. And that's the first three he's made in 2 games on a lot of attempts. Seth Curry again! Oh, that was well short, and the long rebound by the Hawks. Bogdanovic, if he wants to, he could have shot it there. He doesn't. He passes to Griffin. Step back 3. Oh, rims out. So Simmons, Kyrie. Through the legs. Pull up. Oh! It absolutely sat on the rim and just did not want to fall. So another miss for Kyrie. Oh, wow. Bogdanovic opened on the weak side and he knocks it down again. You can't be doing that. And we've got a timeout. Rightfully so, because that was abysmal defending. We got a timeout early in the second quarter, much like how, or the attitude that Jacques Vaughan portrayed in the first half, or the first quarter, where he also called a timeout round about this mark. So, look, the defense has been a bit lackluster, but shit, I just lost the bottle cap. The defense has been abysmal, I would have to say, but the offense has been far superior. When you have Kevin Durant on the team, and he's scoring at like such a high efficiency, then the rest of the team it's gonna like translate across to. So this is all being done without Claxton as well, and I do feel like the interior presence has been lacking a little bit, and that's understandable. Given, we don't have, Claxton's probably the premier defender. KD is like the help defender, but now we don't have that. So Ben has sometimes been like proven to be fairly, what's the word? Sometimes he can be a little bit disengaged defensively, so I feel like we're probably leaving a little bit to be desired there at the moment, but yeah, I don't know. It's been an interesting first half, to be honest. I can't really get a gauge of what to feel about this first half. I mean, we're up 6, and given our offense, you would have hoped it'd be more, but the defense, I mean, is sort of compensating for all the offense that we're doing, so. Alrighty. Alrighty, so out of the timeout, I just expect better defense. If we lock in defensively, then we're gonna get that separation we need. But it's got to be well rounded. The Toronto game is the indicator of what can happen if we play well, and everything is firing on all cylinders. Problem is, it barely happens, and you know, we saw how devastating it could be when, you know, we actually executed. So the Nets have it here out of the timeout. Kyrie to Royce on the wing. He drives baseline, is held up well. Bounce pass, and Warren looks like he had Holiday covered on the backdoor cut. It will be free throws for TJ, who was about to shoot it, and that's probably a sensible foul by Holiday, who, you know, probably wasn't as knowledgeable about TJ's whereabouts on the baseline there, but free throw one is off for Warren. And the second free throw is good. So a 7-point game. And with Trae Young off the floor, you would expect us to be able to lock down this Atlanta offense. Although they're trying to find a Kongwu under the basket, luckily Kyrie did a pretty good job of holding his own there, and it will be a turnover for the Hawks after they threw it over the top of a Kongwu. Kyrie was trying to be found on the cut down the middle. Ben tried to find him. He turned it over, and the Hawks score high off the glass. Ben to Warren. Nice pull-up, and he scores for 2 at the edge of the paint, which was a very nice shooting stroke there. So now AJ Griffin looking for a Kongwu again under the basket. Griffin out to Forrest, who drives on Ben, and once again a foul, and 1. I don't understand how it's difficult to defend when a defender's running that, or an offensive player is running that angle. Like, he's running somewhat away from the basket. You should just be able to cover that. Like, that is just too easy. And Forrest makes the free throw. Ben has picked up 3 personals alongside Sumner in this quarter. And Dayron's getting minutes. And Dayron doesn't usually play, so this is something new. Oh my god, and immediately an offensive foul on Dayron. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know what these minutes by Dayron are going to provide. If they're going to provide, you know, energy and, you know, good defense. Or it could provide a lot of disjointed play on the offensive end because he's constantly setting illegal screens. Griffin tries to drive on Warren. Step back. Nope, he's forced into a kick out. Bogdanovic beats the closeout, shoots the push shot, and knocks it down. So the Hawks have done well here to stay in touch. They've gone on a 13-3 run. Kyrie, change of direction on the baseline, pulls up for 2. Missed it. Dayron nearly got the rebound, did well to fight, and he's going to recycle the possession for Brooklyn. So that's good fight there. And that's one thing that Dayron will bring. The rebounding side of things is instantly solved. Seth Curry pull up 2 is off. Dayron fights again. Kyrie! How did he do that? Oh my fucking god. Kyrie out of nowhere. Barely was even looking at the fucking ring. He literally was looking over his shoulder to put that one up and in. And it was one of those rim grazers and somehow got it to go. And that, I mean, it's obviously because of him, but Dayron reinventing the possession again with his fight on the glass. So AJ Griffin, now the switch. Dayron guarding on the outside. Good defense. Good defense. Dayron, get the rebound. So Kyrie, all the way, one-man offense. It's going to be free throws for Kai. Dayron was there for the putback if Kyrie didn't make it, but it's going to be free throws for Kyrie Irving. Man. I mean, he had the kick out for Seth Curry, who was in an absolute paddock on the weak side by himself. But look, Kyrie shooting shots anyway. Doesn't matter at all. Capella had a very extended break. He's going to be back in the game. And the lead is 6. Okongwu's got 3 fouls as well, so Capella may be called upon for a lot of minutes here. Kyrie in the game scoring at will. He scores again to get them up to 7. And he's got 8 points. I said he's scoring at will. He's only taken 5 shots. Forrest in a switch on Dayron. Good work. Capella missed the layup again. Dayron with the rebound. I mean, Capella's got to make those. Kyrie pull up 3. Yes! He's got the ball on a string. Kyrie has scored the Nets' last 7 points. And the lead is back. It is restored. It's a 10-point lead. And you know it's a luxury when you can say, KD, we're going to give you a rest. Kyrie, pick up the slack. Why don't we play more Dayron? Because, look, I'm going to be honest. I hyped him up at the start of the year, and he has put in some absolutely abysmal minutes. He hasn't offered anything. He sets way too many illegal screens, and you can't play him. The lead basically disintegrates as soon as you bring him in the game. He can't score. Like, he constantly misses layups, and for a guy his size who gets a lot of offensive rebounds, that is not good. It's like one of those things where, like, you try to persist with the, you try to persist with something even though it doesn't work. That's basically what Dayron's doing as a young player. And with more experience and age, like real life, you're going to learn from the mistakes and not do it again, but sometimes you can just try to do things too hard and chase it. It's like when you go for a kill in a video game and you chase the kill even though the more rational thing to do is hold back and try again later. It's like one of those kind of things. But yeah, look, I'm happy to see him performing at the moment because we've needed, especially in the current climate with the center rotation. Ben on 3 fouls, we have no center apart from Dayron, who's a proper center. And I thought he was going to be a decent backup center, but he's not there yet. It's only his sophomore year, so I think I was asking a bit too much of him this early on, but regardless, the lead is currently 10. We're sitting pretty comfortably in the chair at the moment, and it's good vibes at the moment. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to be notified of when I go live next, make sure to sub. We're back tomorrow from 7 p.m. ET, Eastern. Alrighty. So KD still on the bench. Bit of an extended break. Trae Young is back in. This is going to be a good learning experience for Dayron. He's got Capella to pick up and hold accountable. Bogdanovic on the outside, guarded by Dayron, and Bogdanovic to the cup. Dayron with the block! And it came off the Hawks. So Dayron putting in some excellent minutes at the moment. And I thought he was absolutely killed on the drive, but excellent recovery to, you know, swat that shit out of there, and we've recycled, or we've gotten a completely new possession without the Hawks even having a chance of one. Warren on the baseline, doesn't move the foot. It's going to be a kickball. I don't know what I was trying to say. Kickball. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but we're just about to exceed the halfway point of the first half, or second quarter. What am I talking about? Royce, what's he going to do? He's going to shoot off the glass. His shot was blocked. Capella with the rebound, and now the Hawks go the other way. Holiday, guarded by Dayron again. Holiday, uncontested floater is good. Dayron just could not keep up, and the lead is back down to 8. So Kyrie directing traffic. Drives. Shoots. It's going to be a foul on Aaron Holiday. And he's really dug in this second quarter. I think he's scored the bulk of his points in this quarter. So free throws coming up for Kai. And it's been a very good second quarter by Kyrie. An excellent second quarter. We've really needed this. KD's going to come back in now. And he played all 12 minutes in the first. He rested for a full 6.5 in the second. It's going to be interesting to see what the treatment of Kevin Durant will look like by the Hawks defense in the back end of this first half and beyond. That'd really, it's going to go a long way in whether or not the Hawks will win this contest. Kyrie scored the last 10 points. Trae Young, we've got an instant foul on Joe Harris. Nope, we've got an offensive foul on the Hawks. I think Trae Young was a bit too quick for the screener who hadn't set up, and another turnover for Atlanta, who can't afford to do that. So, a side out for the Nets. It's inbounded. Dayron still in the game. Kyrie, high screen set. Kyrie gets to his spot. Dayron with the catch and the kick out to Joe. Now Warren down the middle. Spin move. One-legged jumper is good. Had to endure a bit of contact there to get the shot up, but did exceptionally well. Trae Young, the acceleration, the kick out to Bogdanovic in the corner. He knocks it down. And the lead is 59-50. So Bogdanovic, after a bit of a slow start, has picked up nicely. And it's going to be a turnover by Kyrie. Lost the handle, and Capella was there to pressure him just enough. Kyrie on the bench. Seth Curry back in. Trae, guarded by Joe. And we're going to get a foul on Joe Harris, who, to his credit, I mean, it's a tough assignment, Trae Young, but Joe is up to the task in this game. And look, with Kyrie on the bench, Seth Curry sure as hell is going to get absolutely cooked. TJ has done well. He goes to the bench with 7 points and has not missed a shot. Sumner's in the game, primarily for that defensive assignment of Trae Young. He's now in a switch, and it's going to be a 3-second call on... What's going on? KD is going to pick up the the violation. It's going to be a free throw and ball. And so the lead is now 8. Bogdanovic picked up by Dayron on the outside. 4 to shoot. 3. Good defense. Excellent. Oh my god, that's a tough shot by Bogdanovic. I thought Dayron covered him exceptionally well there. So, 1-2 with KD and Curry. KD now. What? It's going to be a carry. And another turnover. I mean, the lead is only 6. It should be way larger. It is because we have turned the ball over at will. 11 net turnovers in this first half. I mean, that's just unacceptable in the league. Bogdanovic, another foul by Joe. What is he doing? The amount of, fouls, just careless fouls, man. Touch fouls like that, that's... I mean, it's just too easy. You got to be more disciplined defensively then. You got to be better laterally. You got to be more alert. Trae Young's step back 3 is good. I mean, there's some things you can stop with defense, and there's some things you know, where you get overwhelmed by offense. That was one of them. Trae Young's step back 3s are a staple of his game. Credit to him for knocking it down. KD, nice 2-pointer from his spot once again. And the run by the Hawks is up. That's too easy. Oh my god. Via virtue of luck, they score again. Capella under the basket. That was really lucky. Just off a ricochet. Sumner, alley-oop. Why would you pass that, man? Why, Ed? Just put the shot up. Bogdanovic and now Trae Young. Trae Young step back 2. I mean, Dayron's getting cooked in that matchup. And the lead is now 1 for Brooklyn. After it's gone out to about 10 a couple times. The Hawks have shot at 71% in the quarter. KD, layup is good. And that's borderline unstoppable. Once you get to the cup, or if he gets to the cup, and there's no one ahead of him in the basket, you already know that you're not going to get a chase down block on Kevin Durant. Johnson, nice drive. And the score. And the lead is back to 1. KD. Joe, you got to be more alert about that stuff. Those little passes that hover in the air a little bit longer than you would like. You've got to be alert that the Hawks are going to peel off their defenders to try intercept. You've got to be much better with that. And Joe was a little bit nonchalant with that one. A little bit too relaxed for my liking, but easy for me to say in the chair. Thousands of Ks across the world. Joe, come on. Misses the free throw. Griffin back in the game. So Joe's second free throw is good. And it will be Trae Young bringing the ball up in the final 2 minutes. The lead is 2. We've got to close out the half on a good note. A nice little 6-0 run would be nice here. Trae Young. Cross court to Griffin. Warren with the closeout. The miss. And the strong rebound. KD soared in from out of nowhere. Provided a helping hand. KD for 3. Oh. Rattles around the rim. Hawks rebound. Trae Young. Acceleration. And the score. So much so. Or so skilled that he had Sumner on the floor. And Trae Young was upstanding. Oh my god. Warren, you have an open man under the basket. And there it is. Lead back to 2. So, that's what's going to happen if KD doubles. You're going to find open looks like that somewhere on the court. You've got to find them. No fouls here. Griffin one-on-one with Warren, top of the key. He lost it. Excellent hands by TJ. And then Sumner just threw it. Oh my goodness! Joe! Excellent work, Joe! That was the weirdest possession I've ever seen. We'll let the quarter run out, and then I'll tell you what happened, but all I'm going to say is Joe snuck up behind the Hawks player. And now we have another foul on Joe, who's picked up like 3 fouls in as many minutes. So Sumner threw it away. He trapped himself. Griffin got hit by Kyrie, and he just stopped. Joe recognized the stoppage and snuck up, snatched the ball, gave it to Kyrie, and TJ was open under the basket for a make. So we're living. Joe's got 3 fouls, so now we've got a few in foul trouble. Trae Young, step back 3 on Kyrie. That one rattles out. I just joined 2 words together. Rattled and rims out. Same meaning. KD at the logo, letting the clock wind down. 2 seconds between shot and game. KD for 3. Why are you shooting that, man? You got more seconds to work with. Johnson with the half-court heave. That is off. And that is the first half. A high-scoring one here. 68-64 at the half. And KD was the high man for both teams with a very efficient shooting performance. In case you missed it, Nick Claxton is out in this game. Had hamstring tightness prior and did not pull up. Ben is in foul trouble. To tell Ben about this. Ben is in foul trouble. He has played pretty well. We'll have a look at the box score and all that's been going down in the first half. But right now you can see Kevin Durant's got 22. I mean, nearly every single one of his makes or misses have been on the perimeter. Kyrie's got 13 as well. He's been to the free throw line a crap ton, which is awesome because he doesn't really have that assertiveness we require. TJ off the bench has not missed either. He's got 9 on 4 for shooting. And then you've got some small contributions. Ben in 10 minutes. I mean, he's played not many, and granted, he was always going to have a minutes restriction. But he's put in some pretty good minutes apart from the fouls. 6 points, 4 boards, and 4 dimes. If we turn... Well, first let's look at the shooting. And the shooting's been pretty good. 16 dimes in the first half is awesome, but we probably needed the output to go up a little. That said, we're shooting 66%, so I don't see an issue with us not passing the ball if we're going to get buckets anyway. But obviously, if the shots aren't going to fall in the second half, then you've got to look to that a little bit more. Seth Curry with 6 off the bench, and the only 3-pointer he made was probably the toughest. You can also see 2 steals for Warren, a block for Dayron. Dayron's put in a couple good minutes, 6 minutes, couple rebounds, a block, and his defense hasn't been awful either, which has always been a bit of an issue. KD, amazingly enough, doesn't have a plus or a minus in the plus-minus. He's had 3 turnovers, so that's probably a number that needs to go down. Likewise for every single player on the team. You can see we've had 12 turnovers in the half, and ultimately the game is this close on the back of that. We've been to the line 13 times. We're shooting at 66%. It should be like a huge lead right now, but the problem is the Hawks are shooting it at a very good percentage as well. They've been to the free throw line. They're making 3s at a good rate. And while their turnovers, they're at 10 as well, but we're leaving a little bit to be desired. Bogdanovic with 13 off the bench, which is awesome because he played an absolute rotter last game. And, well, that's pretty much everything. Trae Young's got 22 and AJ Griffin's got 10. Capella has not been as punishing as I thought he was going to be. And, yeah, that's really the situation. But Forrest off the bench with 7. I mean, the Hawks, you know, it's been a pretty close game. They've had 4 more shots. We've made a couple more. They've had more 3-point makes. We've been to the free throw line more. I mean, things even out either way. But we've just got to stop Trae Young, who has 22. Not going to lie, I thought he had less than that, but turns out he's absolutely cooking us. And there was, well, he needed to be called upon to perform tonight. And, well, at the moment, it's looking very promising for him with, 22 in the half on good efficiency. So we're going to have to stop him. That is their main source of offense. And Bogdanovic is a nice little supporting cast, or a part of a little supporting cast. But Trae Young's going to be the number one. I do think we've held Capella pretty well. He's only had 2 offensive boards, and he's only had 1 block. So, yeah. But Trae Young's also had 5 turnovers, which has been, I mean, to our credit, we've defended him fairly well outside of letting him shoot above 50% on 14 attempts. So the key for the second half would be stop Trae Young, lower your turnover count, and that's probably the main 2 things. Just overall, defensively as a whole, though, I do think that in the paint, we haven't been bad when they're trying to feed someone that's significantly taller. But in terms of, like, help defending and, you know, allowing drives to the basket, there hasn't been much resistance. And we don't have that interior threat in, you know, clacks in deterring players from actually, you know, not wanting to drive. Because we have the highest block count of anyone in the league in the league this season. So, you know, for offenses or opposing offenses, they have the right to be a little bit scared their shot is going to get swatted. But, you know, tonight we don't have as much of a threat, you know, on the interior. So I would be interested to see points in the paint. Actually, I can look at it here if I can get there. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Because once I get to another screen, I don't know if I'll be able to get back to the the box score. Let me just have a look right now, and we will see what the deal is with I think second chance points I was looking at. Points off turnovers are pretty even. Fast break points, we've got more. Points in the paint, we've actually got more. We've only conceded 32 points on the interior. I thought it was way more than that. I thought it was lopsided. We did have a lead as high as 12 that quarter. So, you know, it's a little bit of a bummer we're only going into the break with a 4-point lead, but it hasn't been an awful half by any means. Make sure to put your thoughts in the chat about what is the deal. If you have any questions and whatnot, make sure to let us know. But yeah. Damn, Joe Harris is a starter. He's averaging 51% from 3. And on the bench, 26% from 3. Probably proves that Joe needs to be a starter. Sheesh. Alrighty. Around the grounds, New York beating Charlotte, Orlando beating Toronto. Kings Cleveland, great game. That's tied at the half. Sixers up 2 on the Lakers, tied at the half. Memphis up on Detroit, and Phoenix playing New Orleans. The other games have not begun yet. So, I mean, I'll have a look. LeBron's got 12. AD's only got 6. Austin Reeves off the bench is 15. Embiid's got 25. And I rate that 25 because he's only had 2 free throws. So credit to him. Because I would call him a foul merchant if, that wasn't the case. But that's a good game. What is going on with the Magic? Gary Trent is 17 off the bench. That's really weird. Wagner's got 32 in the game. What a game. Cole Anthony is 15 off the bench. Wizards 26 to Porzingis on 13 shots. Wow. Halliburton has 13. Hield's got 22. Matherin's got 18. In that game. In the Knicks game, I don't think anyone's going to have a good... Oh, Randall and Barrett have combined for 45. That's good. Oubre's got 18 as the high man for the Charlottes. And then the Kings-Cleveland game, it looks like defense is really prevailing in that one. Garland's got 13. They don't have Donovan Mitchell. So that is probably playing a part. Chetty Osman's got 12 off the bench. And Keegan Murray's the high man with 12. Perfect from 3. So, interesting games going on at the moment. I swear the Nets don't play any defense at all. Nets should still win this game, though. I'll have you know that with Jacques Vaughn in charge, and this is an official stat, by the way, we have, I think, the second best defensive rating in the entire league. And you may think I'm capping, but I'm actually not. Being 100% truthful with this. So, look, tonight, it couldn't be any more far from that trend. But, look, turnovers is number 1. Do not turn the ball over. Number 2, the shooting's fine at the moment. We just got to be locked in more defensively. And I understand the personnel is not there, but, you got to find a way. The perimeter defense is a little bit lackluster at the moment. I mean, they've only scored 6 threes, but we've got to be better on the closeout on the perimeter. Because Bogdanovic is getting looks. I mean, Trae Young's scoring threes like he does, but yeah, like the only 2 threes he scored was a step back 3, number 1, and then number 2 he scored 1 from the logo in the first quarter. So I mean, it's going to be pretty tough to stop if that's the kind of quality he's putting up. But still you gotta make things more difficult for him. I do think. So, yeah. It would start with not conceding 64 points in the half. That would be excellent. So, we'll see how we go, but yeah, I don't actually know, to be honest, what this second half is going to bring. I knew it was going to be close, though, because we just love to do this every single time. You provide any sort of hope, and it always seems to backfire. And it's painful that is the mindset, but it's just the way it is, unfortunately. We are going to be getting into the second half very shortly, I would assume. And currently, the lead is, 4 points. Honestly, shoot around. I don't know why we're doing that. Fuck shoot around. Do some lateral, some lateral quickness drills, because right now we're not doing very well in moving laterally to stop drives to the rim. It's always us trying to foul to ensure that that doesn't happen. But that can't be the way of thinking. Alrighty. Second half getting ready to get underway. Alrighty, so second half about to commence in this quarter. This is a big one. It's a big quarter. Got to dig in early, get the job done now, and ensure that KD has an early nap. Alrighty, come on, fellas. Dig in. Get the job done, go home, reset. Go again tomorrow. And it's probably imperative we get it done earlier, because I don't want KD to be, playing 40 minutes on the first night of a back-to-back. And well, he had like 16, 17 minutes. If he plays at that pace in the second half, sure, that'll be alright, but we can't be relying on him to play this much every single night, especially against teams like this with this level of personnel. Like, they're not that good. So Ben's going to be obviously starting the third quarter. No surprises there. But KD a bit late out of the tunnel. I mean, it's Kevin Durant. He can do what the hell he wants, but for all I know, he could just rock up, score an easy 40-piece and go home. Like, he's that skilled. So, we resume. The third quarter starts now. Ben, KD got held on the backdoor cut. Johnson in a little bit of a worry to stop him. And it will be a side out for the Nets early in this second half. So KD in the high post, backs him down, shoots, and that's good defense. Tough shot. You're asking of him to make a tough shot, yeah. I don't know why it was so hard for me to say there. Trae Young deep three, and that one is too far off. Kyrie, walking a tightrope, did well to protect, and then the pass was really questionable, and now we secure somewhat, bit of space allowed, and the three-point is off by Kevin Durant. So, being fairly aggressive in giving him those opportunities again. Trae Young just threw it away. Ben, excellent read on the pick and roll, and then he just absolutely pinged it out of bounds. Way too hot for Royce O'Neal in the corner. So, look, if you're going to force a turnover like that, then that's awesome. But you got to be smart with it on the other end. And even as simple as Kyrie throwing it into space in a really ropes position, that's not sensible. Capella's wide open under the basket. That's going to be the first score of the second half for either side. So the lead is now 2 for the Nets. KD, switch, Capella, picking him up on the outside. Kyrie, going to drive on Holiday, and score off the glass. First points of the second half for the Nets. Trae Young picked up by Ben on the outside, and just like that, that's an easy pass to Clint Capella for the easy 2. Simply because Royce isn't tall enough to cut off that pass like Ben did. Kyrie does not hesitate on the three-pointer and knocks it down. And Kyrie's been awesome. Griffin in the corner. Try to get into offense early. Johnson going to give it to Capella. Fakes the handoff and gives it to Holiday now on the outside. And we're going to get Johnson catch and shoot 3 on the outside. That's off. And now Ben with the rebound. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to give it to KD now. And we're going to slow things down a little bit. KD, what are you doing, man? Fucking hell. Read the fucking play. Trying to find Kai. And very clearly a Hawks guy in the way. Kyrie again. Oh my god, he's absolutely on fire this game. He knocks down another 3. Griffin, early offense. Oh my god, I lost my voice again. Kyrie, lost the ball. Throws his head up in dismay. Trae Young with the layup or floater, whatever you want to say. It's another 2-pointer. Once again, turnovers. Turnovers, man. And another turnover! Look after the fucking pill! Joe. Catch and shoot 3. Yes! Look after the damn pill, man. So frustrating. We went like 4 possessions without a damn turnover. And then Royce nearly gets a steal here, but unfortunately, he bounced it off his own leg. Like, why are we so irresponsible with the ball? With a set of players that we have, you would think that we're going to be more responsible and more rationed with our passing. Johnson, catch and shoot 3 in the corner is off. Long rebound, Holiday. Cross-court pass for Griffin. Catch and shoot 3 is off. Kyrie with the board. It's a 2-on-2. Kyrie. Royce doesn't shoot the 3. Kyrie does. Yes! Timeout needed. Kyrie is on absolute fire. Oh my life. Has he missed a shot in this second half? It's basically the equivalent of a training drill at the moment. He is getting his way in absolutely every way. I have nothing more to say. Bars. Let's have a look at the box score. I just need to see this for clarity. That is not what I want to see, the Hawks. Piss off. Look at Kyrie. He's now scored the most points in the game for the Nets. 24. Hasn't missed the 3. I mean, in this quarter, he hasn't missed a shot. He scored, I reckon, all of our points, aside from that 3-pointer from Joe. I mean, what a legend. What an absolute legend. And right now, I may at 3/4 time have to end the poll and restart a new one. Purely for, research. We've got to see who's better. KD or Kyrie in this game? I mean, it's such a tough pick. I'll start the poll at 3/4 time, I reckon. It's probably going to be it, I think. So, 10-point lead once again for, I reckon, the 3rd time this game. And the key is now, the only way you're going to hold the lead is if A, you don't fall into a shooting slump, and B, if you don't turn the ball over. I would accept us not scoring the ball well in favour of turning the ball over and not even giving us an opportunity to score buckets. Right now, the buckets are happening. The buckets are happening. That's the most simplified way to say it. The shots are falling. It's good vibes. But it is all on the back of us scoring in transition, because the Hawks are making shots on one end, and we're getting into some really early offense and knocking down threes, and some things are just a matter of Kyrie being a freak of nature, but, you know, there's some things that, you know, aren't coincidental, incidental, whatever you want to say, or luck-based. I'm not saying Kyrie scoring is luck-based. Trae Young with a very ropes pass to the corner. Holiday, extra dump to Capella. It will be a foul on Kai, who does love to try get a steal under the basket time and time again. And unfortunately, not that time he was lucky. So Capella will be shooting free throws. A couple for him. He has probably not lived up to expectation in this game. And the free throw is off. Got to be making those. I need to go back to the main overlay. Here we go. And the second free throw is good for Capella, who seems to be an improved free throw shooter. Royce is going to get an open look early in the offense. Don't ask me what the Hawks were doing there to leave Royce open 5 seconds into the shot clock. Alley-oop for Capella. He missed the alley-oop badly. I don't think we've missed a three-pointer this quarter. We've made 5 of them. Royce tries to pass it to Kyrie, and it's ricocheted. And once again, we're trying to bite off passes that are just not on. We're going for entertainment and the showtime factor rather than playing team-oriented basketball that's sensible. Johnson misses a wide-open 3, but they'll get a reset because Capella got the board. And then excellent gather. Got the ball behind him. And it will be a score for the Hawks, who need to get buckets like that to hang around. And Simmons fakes the handoff to Joe. Kyrie instead. Alley-oop. Ben, it's too high for Kai. And even though he's got a smile on his face, those are the turnovers that are unacceptable. KD, excellent defense, saw the backdoor cutter and was able to strip the ball from him as he tried to go up to lay it up or dunk it. I don't know which. That's excellent recovery by Kevin. And it will be a side out for the Hawks on the baseline. Warren is in the game. Ben will go to the bench. Decent minutes being put in tonight. Obviously a part of the ramp up. Bogdanovic, how do you... One simple screen gave him a wide open look. I mean, that is just fairly unforgivable. Royce to Warren. KD wants Kyrie to fetch it. Warren's going to get a catch and shoot. Nope, he's going to drive past Capella. And excellently shields the ball. And he has also not missed the shot in this game. So bench points looking pretty even. Even despite the scoring output from the starters. Trae Young, the little scoop is off. Good defense by Joe on the help. And we have another chance to get it back out to a dozen. Kyrie dribbled it off his foot. Stop turning it over. Man, it's so fucking annoying, man. We're having more possessions in this quarter where we're turning it over than we're actually getting shots. We've had 7 turnovers this quarter, man. 7. On top of the fucking 12 we had in the first half. We've got 19 turnovers already. Oh, fuck off. Random ass foul off the ball on Seth Curry. I saw that one. Bogdanovic flung his head up in true European fashion to try flop. Look, I get it's a foul, but don't put the mayo on it. It's not acceptable, nor tolerated, nor warranted. So, Trae Young. Oh, you're joking, Seth. Why? We had the steal. And in 5 seconds, Seth Curry has picked up 2 fouls. So Sumner's going to come into the game. I would assume KD's going to remain in. So Kyrie with an excellent third quarter. Don't think he missed the entirety of the quarter. I don't expect him to come on till maybe the last minute. Trae Young on the wing. Good Royce! Forces a very bad miss. Stayed with him the whole way. Is he going to take it in? No, he's not. He's going to roll it out. Didn't even acknowledge the basket. Now we're going to get into a proper set. Curry to Warren. Screen by Curry. And now he's going to shoot it. And he misses. So 4:50 to play in this third quarter. Forrest in the game for the Hawks. Nearly lost the ball. Capella's now guarded by Edmund Sumner. Good little switch. KD's now on him. No, he's not. Capella snuck out back and there was no communication. And an easy dunk. Lead down to 8. So Royce at the top of the key. KD's going to get it now at the elbow. And he's going to shoot over Johnson. He was fouled. You already know KD's not going to airball shots like that, which he did on that occasion without, he's not going to do that without some form of influence by the defenders. And on that occasion, it was a hit on the arm. So it's going to be 2 for Kevin Durant. First free throw is good. So KD's got 23 on 17 shots. Granted, he has not been to the free throw line at all in this game, nor made a three-pointer. So, 10-point lead. Trae Young. High screen Capella. It's going to be an illegal screen on Clint Capella. Royce hit the deck. And it will be going the other way. So Brooklyn are going to benefit from this greatly. So 4 minutes to play. And this is the time to really dig in. If we can get it out to like 16 by three-quarter time, I'll be happy. They're playing some double-team kind of defense. Seth Curry, good cross-court pass. Sumner. Bro, what? Where the fuck was the foul? Trae Young hit him at the end right there. Refs didn't see nothing. Trae Young now to Bogdanovic in the corner. We're disadvantaged because Sumner was on the floor. And Trae Young with the scoop. He's off. KD. 5-on-4. Seth. KD. Go! Oh, for God's sake. KD cannot buy a three-pointer, man. Absolutely money in the mid-range. And now Bogdanovic on the catch. That was way too easy. Mate, he can't miss. So, KD looking for the screen. Seth Curry now. In a switch. Oh, don't lose the dribble. Royce, shoot it! Oh, my God, man. So another miss for the Nets, and now the Hawks can trim the deficit again after the lead once again got out to a dozen. Trae Young in an ISO with Seth Curry, no one remotely close. Bogdanovic guarded by Royce. Good defense, Royce. Stay with him. Block, Royce! Oh my God, you fucking idiots! Oh my... The idiot does not have any IQ. He just passes it. Oh, my life. We nearly turned it over as well. Warren doing a little bit of over-dribbling, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be... I thought that was off us, and it would have been another turnover in 2 possessions without us even getting it past half court. That is unforgivable. Royce with an excellent block. But what does he decide to do? No IQ, throws it right in the path of a Hawks player. Oh my god, it's back to those things where you like try for something that isn't there and you don't learn for the next time. Like how many times this season has Royce decided it's a good idea to clearly pass it to someone who is covered by an Atlanta Hawks defender? Like it is in the path. The trajectory it takes to get to the player he's looking for is blocked by the opponent. Don't pass it. Like, a genius does not have to be playing the game of basketball to work that out. I feel like a 15-year-old would have a little bit more rationale than that. I haven't played a game of basketball in my life, and I'm pretty sure I also have the same or a better level of rationale. Like, the man is 29 or some shit. And he cannot, for his life, realize what he's doing wrong. Like, how many turnovers? The only reason the game is close is because of the turnovers. It is putting us at such a disadvantage. We make every game close. 100%. It's... I'm seeing on the screen little quote. I think it's the motto for the Nets this season, the Brooklyn Way. Well, it's sure as hell the Brooklyn Way to do whatever you can in your power to make games close. And put yourself at a disadvantage when there does not need to be one. Half of the turnovers have been the most brain-dead turnovers in human history. We're always better, but the game will still be a nail-biter. Well, ultimately, we have been better. Aside from turnovers, number one. And number two, our defense. We've conceded 84 already. And part of that is because of all those fast break points the Hawks are getting in transition because of the turnovers. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. KD. Blitzed. Excellent cut for Sumner. By Sumner. And look, if they're gonna blitz, then you gotta find the open man. And that's excellent. That's a good find. Trae Young on the drive. Kick out to Johnson. Good defense. Pass to Okongwu. And Sumner has no idea what the foul's for. I think it was a wraparound. So... oh, as fucking if. You called a technical on that. You've... fucking special, mate. These refs are so special, bro. Any little thing that, you know, lights a fuse is instantly a technical. You can get mad about something, but no, you can't do that. You gotta be a robot in this league. Trae Young, one-legged jumper, and that was a tough shot. And KD secures the rebound. Seth Curry, hand off to Sumner, doesn't shoot the three. He's going to give it to KD, which is the sensible thing to do late in the quarter. Warren now on an island. He's going to back down Bogdanovic. Sumner kept it alive! Oh! Get up! Run, Ed! Oh my god, with a wild attempt to block it. And, of course, Bogdanovic is going to knock down the three. But Sumner was like, flicked it back into play, never stood on the sideline, and it looked like it was going to be another turnover, but an exceptional play by him. Problem was, his man scored a three the other way. Warren knocks down a three as a quick response. And the lead is back up to 8. Trae Young. Screen set. Sumner in the switch. Good defense. It's off Trae Young. It's off his foot. And Trae Young... That's what happens when you've got no other options on the court aside from bogey. So it's going to be Nets ball. We've got blood on Edmund Sumner, so it's going to be a little stoppage. He's got hit on the hand, and I think that's from when he saved the ball before. So he somehow kept it alive just as his foot was about to plant on the hardwood outside of the boundary. And whilst trying to recover, or well, in that whole sequence, we conceded a 3 because we were a man down. Excellent times. The lead is 8. It's been a very good offensive game, I have to say. I've been really enjoying this one. I hope you are enjoying the stream as well. If you are, make sure to like the show and also subscribe if you are new. We're back here tomorrow for Nets Indiana. Hopefully we can continue the good form today into tomorrow. And well, the Pacers right now are currently experiencing they're currently in the lead with 4 minutes to go. So hopefully they win and they're a little bit, they sort of take the foot off the gas tomorrow, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Keep streaming. We will win I'm assuming you're going to say we will win a championship or a chip. I'm hoping so. If this is the year, it's not going to be the year, let's be honest. I mean, look, it wouldn't be the Nets without something happening on the way. Something is going to happen on the way. Joe Harris is in the game. I'm hoping we win one, though. We've got to win this game first. Let's get started with that. Kyrie, high screen, Kevin Durant. He is doubled. Cross Kyrie. Him versus the world. Warren. Shot is off. 5 to shoot. 4, 3, 2. No! When did we score 2 points? I have no idea. Oh no, so it's not 98, it's 96. They made a mistake. Why the fuck would you foul there? Man, what a joke. I swear to God, if we lose this game by 2, purely it's because of this inadequacy, man. Who the fuck fouls in that situation? We have 1 possession to protect. They have to take it the length of the floor in 1.9 seconds. Why the fuck? Or they have to take it the length of the floor in 5.5 seconds. Why would you foul? Just trap him. So fucking stupid, man, sometimes. Trae Young makes both, and it's not even worth putting up a shot, let's be honest. Kyrie, I swear to God, if you piff this somewhere else. One-legged jumper. Nope, that's way off. Wow. And why has it put it at 1 minute and 9 seconds? I have no idea, but that's 3/4 time. 96-90. It has hovered around this lead at every single change of interval. We've got 1 quarter to go, and it's a big quarter. Why does it say 0-12? I have no idea, but let's have a look at the box score if it lets me go there. Alrighty. KD with 24, Kyrie with 26, TJ 14 off the bench. It's been pretty decent in terms of contribution. Shooting performances haven't been that bad. 6 to Curry and Sumner. We've had some good bench production the last couple games, and the shooting is really good. 24 dimes in that, which is awesome. So the ball is moving. The Hawks are shooting it pretty well too. 21 to Bogey off the bench and 29 to Trey. The big problem is the turnover count, and you can see right across here. 20 turnovers in 3 quarters is the problem. And the Hawks that quarter, well, how many did they have right now? They got 13. They had 1 turnover in the quarter. So you can clearly see the turnover disparity is killing us. We had 8 turnovers that quarter to 1, and that's where their extra looks were coming from. Are we out-rebounding them? That is the question. Yes, somehow. They've only had 5 offensive boards. They've had similar free throw attempts. We didn't really attack the basket. We had 13 free throws in the first half, only 2 in the third quarter. And you can see that they've had 10 more shots than us. That is the only reason they're in this game. Even despite all of that, all those disadvantages, we are currently in pole position to win again. Number 6 out of the last 7, I do believe, is the situation. But we are still a bit of time off from getting that one, getting this win in the books. So let me just add another poll. Player of the game so far. And it's a simple question and answer. How are the game so far? Alrighty, 96-90, 1 quarter to play. That is the scenario. And as is tradition, the Hawks, who won the first tip-off, will start proceedings in this last quarter. Bogdanovic to the corner for Culver. Post up Joe Harris. Push shot is good. Sensible bucket by Jarrett Culver. So 11:35 to play in the quarter. Obviously, we just started. Kyrie on the wing. Tries to score that one, and that is not going to go. Instantly misses more shots than he did in that quarter. No, fuck off, man. That's not a foul. Fuck off. Such a joke. Oh, Joe, what are you doing? Can't be fucked, man. Those fouls, man, are just so infuriating to give up. Really soft fouls, too. So, Forrest gonna find a Kongwu in the post, who is trapped by 2. The kick out to Holiday, who drives down the middle. And the miss is badly off. Joe with the rebound. Good team rebounding. Ben. Is he going to drive on Holiday? Wraparound pass. Royce missed the layup. It's going to be a blocking foul on the Hawks, and it's going to be free throws for Royce. So a couple shots coming up for Royce. And these free throws are valuable. Early in the last quarter, we need to build up a lead, and Royce is badly off on the free throw. Second free throw is off. Kyrie with the rebound. And it's going to be a timeout, Nets. Well done, Kyrie. I mean, of all people to get an offensive rebound off a free throw miss, Kyrie Irving. Somehow. And we were able to call a timeout in time. I'm very surprised that currently the votes are saying that KD has been the player of the game. I thought it wasn't going to be as lopsided. I mean, we've had 5 votes, so I can't really say anything. But right now, I mean, those little things are going to win us the game. Extra opportunities from stuff like that, you know? And whilst we had to exhaust a timeout, you know, good to see. Excellent to see. Alrighty. Okay. Are you happy we have Kyrie versus Harden? I mean, as long as we're winning games, then I don't care. Given all the drama we've had this season, we're somehow the 4 seed and higher than the Sixers. I mean, they have had a lot of injuries, but, you know, regardless, I'm pretty happy with how things have gone down. Yeah. I'm pretty content with things at the moment, have to say. Alrighty. Come on. We just have to reinforce the lead with Trey off the floor. He's had a much quieter second half, and granted he hasn't had as many minutes, but we've got to dig in now. We have got to just not turn the ball over at all in this last quarter. I know we found it extremely difficult to do so. Like, yeah. Kyrie's been so good today. Been really good. 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. It's been a very strong... Well, in the third quarter, it was exceptionally good. Kyrie now with the ball. Travelled. That is an absolute disaster. How do you come out of the timeout with that? Just as I say, don't turn the ball over, you turn the ball over. I haven't seen a championship contender play yet. Well, yeah, there's not really a championship contender playing right now. Ben gets into the passing lane. Euro extra feed. It's a foul on Ben. Or a foul on someone who fouled Ben. My play-by-play is top tier. Constant moments of stuttering and really disjointed phrasing. Ben Simmons. He's going to post up a Kongwu. Oh, that's an interesting shot to shoot. Kyrie! Offensive board! Kicks it out to Royce. And then fucking flicked it out of bounds. Little deflection involved. It will be Nets ball on the side. But Kyrie, 2 big offensive rebounds at the start of the last quarter. He's been wonderful. So Ben. Kyrie. 1-2 with Ben, and we turn it over. No, we don't. Royce, shoot it! Oh, hit back rim, and it's a Atlanta rebound. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Bogdanovic, guarded closely by Joe on the perimeter. He's going to shoot a 3 and knock it down. I mean, how the fuck do you stop that? Joe is absolutely glued to him, and of course... Bogdanovic, 3 of 16 the other night. Joe got blocked from behind on the 3-point attempt. The Hawks in transition. Here we go. Bogdanovic again. Guard him, Royce. Don't give him anything. Bogdanovic, spin move, got it. Oh my god, the Hawks are in front and Trey isn't even on the floor. They haven't led since the first quarter and it's just happened now. Every game has to be complicated, hasn't it? Or doesn't it? Kyrie pull-up 2 is off. Please, drive to the cup, man. 2 free throws in 1 half. Bogdanovic, kick out. Culver's wide open. And a foul on Kai. You've got to get someone in, I reckon. You got to make a change. The bogeyman, well, Fucking hell. He's given off that vibe at the moment. He has scored 26, has missed 1 3-pointer of his 7, has missed 5 of his 15 overall. Nets will win, no problem. Well, Is Trey hurt? Nope. Nope. It's just their bench is absolutely playing legendary and we suck. You have got to start scoring, man. Pressure's on now. We need to start scoring. Kyrie for 3. Knocks it down in Bogey's face. I'm not getting excited because that was probably a terrible offensive possession. It just looks good because we scored it. What is Ben doing on defense? Got absolutely shook. Absolutely shook off in that. No resistance by Ben. Very detached from his assignment. Royce now. We got Seth open. Oh my god, man. Kyrie's got it in an ISO. Gets to the cup. Floaters off. Kyrie with the putback. That's offensive rebound number 3 in the quarter. 8 minutes left. 101 apiece. Forrest. Ben, I swear to God, if you play bad defense here, help him out. Turnover created. No, it's not. Culver nearly. Yep. No. Yes. He's got it still. Blocked by Seth Curry. Somehow they still have it. Holiday missed the jump shot in the corner wide open. How on earth did we get out of that? Kyrie, again, step back 3. Why are you shooting that? Drive. KD is going to come back into the game with 7 minutes. Bogdanovic, what is Ben doing, man? He is not fucking doing anything. He's a fucking traffic cone on defense at the moment. He just let Bogdanovic have a runway alongside O'Neal. KD got to get going. Well, he's got to get in the game first. Joe, bounce pass to Ben. Kyrie in the corner. Why are you shooting threes? Drive to the basket. They have a Kongwu. That's their tallest guy. And Justin Holiday is their 4. Oh, Culver hit his head trying to dive for the ball that he lost and also stood on the sideline. Fucking hell, that is just... Wow. Man, oh man, this is just frantic at the moment. And we've got a timeout by the looks. And I think this is a really good timeout because we just need to just relax. So do I. I need to relax. Let's have a look at the box score. 2-point game. Here for anyone to win. We look at the box score and you can see the Hawks are playing well. Very, very well. You can see this is all without Trae Young. Trae Young has had a very bad second half. Or a much more lower output second half. Capella's picked up his production, but it's been Bogdanovic off the bench. What a night by him. And Forrest has been alright. But look at the Nets, man. I mean, we've had 31 from Kai, 24 from KD on good efficiency. KD's missed 5 threes, but outside of that, he's been exceptional. And we've had some good scoring off the bench. And still, this is with us shooting this high. Assist numbers are pretty decent as well. I mean, it's been a bit low on output after quarter time. But look at the turnover count. 21 in the game. 7 turnovers for Kyrie. 4 for KD. As high percentage users of the basketball, you need to look after the ball. 11 turnovers between both of you is not good. And the other night when we looked after the ball, KD and Kyrie had like a combined 3 turnovers between them. And that was huge. No defense. I mean, it's really that simple, huh? It really is. And I think Ben has to go to the bench because he has not been bringing the energy on the defensive side. Offensively, he's been decent, but defensively, he has not been awake at all. And it's so frustrating. We got to get our best defensive unit in. Royce, when he defended Trae Young on one possession in, I think, the third, and same with Bogdanovic, that hassling kind of defense, that's what we need. What happened to Claxton? Clax is out with hamstring tightness tonight. I don't know about his status tomorrow, probably out as well. But best to rest him because we can't have him out in the long term because we risked, playing him against Indiana. Alrighty. We've scored 5 points in 5 minutes of action in this quarter. Kevin Durant scored 18 in the first quarter. He's only got 24 to this point in the game. We've had 21 turnovers. The Hawks have scored 29 off it. Our field goal percentage has been above 50% the whole game, and we're still not winning. Turnovers cannot be existent in this last few minutes. KD. Oh! Jesus! How did he throw that down? I thought he was just going to have a nice little gentle layup. The most fucking aggressive dunk I've ever seen. The layup is off. Oh my god! How did Okongwu score that, man? Somehow scooped it up. I've no clue. He was like reaching over the top of the guy that was boxing him out and still managed to get it up and in. KD, cross, gets to the cup again. High arcing shot. He's off on the layup. Good defense, Hawks. It's a 5-on-4. We've got to get back. KD, where are you? Johnson, cross court for Griffin. Drives on KD. Blocked by KD. And they save it. Forrest in the game still. That's a tough shot. That's off. No box out. Okongwu scores again. Fuck. That's tough. So Royce to Seth Curry. Pulls up for two. Missed it. Royce, good strong rebound. Warren. Extra feed. Come on. Seth, hit that. Yes! Come on, that's a big shot. KD in, Kyrie in. We need to perform. Final 5 minutes. Trae Young with the ball. Why are you going under the screen? Lucky he missed. And sometimes he can be irrational with his shot selection. Kyrie now. Oh, the cross! Pull up! Yes! Woo! And we got a timeout with 4:38 to play. That was a saucy crossover. He sent whoever the defender was to Slovakia. I don't know why I picked Slovakia, but... Yep, it was Forrest. Forrest be going to Slovakia there on that crossover. And Kyrie with the score to get us back in front with the upper ascendancy. Put Dayron in for rebounds and defense. Rebounds, I agree. Defense, I definitely don't agree. Defense, you can't have Dayron in. You know how much we love to switch on defense, and Dayron on Trae Young is going to be a common thing if Dayron's in the game. Man, this is a close one. 108-107. Every single time it has to be complicated when we're playing teams that are hungry, short-manned, play hard. We need Utah. He will be back tomorrow, and I'm excited. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. We are back here tomorrow for that game that I just mentioned. So if you want to stay notified, let us know. But right now we live in the present. 4:38 to play. 108-107 the margin. It is absolutely essential we get the stops needed to win this game. It is going to require a big shift. Why is the phone going off? in the background. I have no idea. Here we go. Forrest. Guarded by Seth Curry on the outside. Forrest. KD's not guarding him. Luckily, the three's off. Kyrie saves it! How did he save that? Excellent. Kyrie has been unbelievable doing the intangible things in this last quarter. He's got it now. On an island. Guarded by Forrest. Oh my god. Oh, that is such a bad jump shot. If he scored that, it would be, I mean, fair play, but he's not going to. And now we need to stop. KD, Trae Young, mid-range, good. The lead is back in the lap of the Hawks. We can't be shooting those three-pointers, man. You got to take it to the basket. That's where we saw success in the last couple possessions. The three-pointers ain't going to cut it. KD's going to get it guarded by Forrest. They double. Seth Curry to Joe in the corner. Gets past. Royce in the corner. One more. KD! Yes! When you need him to stand up and deliver, he does. We have 3 minutes to go. 2-point game. Trae Young with a nasty cross. He's held up his dribble. What is that? Regardless, Trae Young missed the jump shot. KD, Joe, reverse, got it! Oh my goodness. Come on, please. Just end it. End the suffering, bro. Bogdanovic cannot let him shoot. Good defense, Joe. Forces the pass. Forces the turnover. Royce got it. Don't do anything dumb. Don't do anything dumb. He passes to Kyrie. The sensible play. Joe with exceptional defense on the last possession. Kyrie thought about the three. Gave it to KD instead. It's an ISO. 2:20 to play. KD cross. One-legged jumper. It's off. Rebound. No. Seth, man, you gotta just sprint at that ball. You would have been first to it. Trae Young. Oh! What the hell is that crap? Trae Young did an alley-oop off the glass in the final 2 minutes. You gotta have some balls to do that. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Joe in the corner. Good closeout bogey. Royce. Corner. Seth. Three. Oh, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's gonna be 3 for Seth Curry. And that is an unforgivable foul to give away. But that's what happens when you try to blitz. You're going to be late on closeouts because you're running a zone. There's going to be open looks. And unfortunately, the closeout was a little bit rash. It's going to be a check for a flagrant. How long left? You've got the score right there. Or you've got the thingy right there. The timer. 1:46 to play. Wait, what's going on? Oh, that's a foul. The call has to stand. Capella's landed. He's fallen into Seth Curry. That has to be our ball. If we don't get the ball off this, I'm so done with life. Knowing the Nets, we're going to be the recipients of a bad call. Like, there's just no way. He's hit him with the body, man. That has to be... He's fucking jumped into him. Why are we... I don't know if it's a challenge or not. He went into his landing space like crazy. Do not call this. Curry stuck his leg out. Oh, I think that's a stretch. It doesn't look... There's some that look blatantly unnatural. That did not look unnatural. That seems like that's just the way he usually lands on threes. If that's going to be pinged the other way, Look, if they called that originally as an offensive foul, then potentially you don't change it. I don't think there's enough to overturn it regardless, because it's such a line ball decision. By the looks, it's taking so long. It has to be. It has to be our way. But that is a simple landing, man. I think if you try to twist that into it being... what's the word? Being malicious, then... I don't... Oh, you are a fucking idiot. What did I say? That is a joke. Oh, you can't be fucking serious, man. Are you for real? That is creating the contact. He was going straight at him. I don't care if he sort of swayed in. He was going to hit him anyway. Oh my life. That could be a 6-point swing. It's going to be a jump ball though. That is absolutely cooked. The fact that they thought that there was enough in that to overturn it is fucked. I'm sorry about that. So now they can tie or take the lead. Here we go. Trae Young guarded by Kai on the outside. Here we go. The drive. The extra feed. Turnover! Seth Curry redeems himself defensively. So does Kyrie. Kyrie, layup is off. Royce with the board. Get it out! It's a foul on the Hawks. Oh my god, I didn't think that was a foul. But the offensive rebounds and the little hustle plays in this last quarter are going to get us the win. If you look back on it, if we win this game, it is on the back of these little plays that are giving us these extra looks. Royce and Kyrie, man. So we're going to get it on the side. Get it across to Joe. Seth Curry could have shot the three. Lost it. Got it back. Kick out. KD. Wide open. Hit it. Yes. Come on. Come on. Yes. 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 Come on. 1 minute. 5-point lead. Come on. Come on. Trae Young. Top of the key. At the logo. Drive. Got past Curry. The help defense was late. And the score by Trae Young. High off the window. And now it's a 1-possession game with 1 solitary minute left. If we score now, we're in pole position. Run down the shot clock. Get a 2 for 1. And score. That is the best thing that could happen. Here we go. Kyrie. KD. Gotta shoot it. Gotta shoot it. Over 2. Missed it. Get the board. Yes. 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 Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. We got one more look. If we score, it should be game. We got a man open. No, we don't. KD. You got Seth in the corner. KD. Missed it. Get the board. Yes. Rebound. Got it! Oh my life. We got 3 offensive rebounds. In the process of getting those rebounds, we've held the ball the entire minute without it ever going to the end of the Hawks. And given we're playing a small ball lineup and they have Capella on the floor under the basket, that is ridiculous. Seth Curry makes 1 to make it a 2-possession game with 10 seconds left. 3 offensive boards. And it hasn't been clean offensive rebounds. It's been back taps to get it into space where it, where it's advantageous for us. I just had a little bit of a spaz with my voice, but why did I start the clock again? Bro, the nervousness is getting to me that my voice is shaking when I speak. Capella soft on the last offensive rebound. I mean, it was just like a team rebounding effort. It wasn't on the back of, it wasn't on the back of, what's the word? Like him being bad boxing out. It was just that there was such a crowd underneath that there wasn't an opportunity for a clear rebound. And, you know, it was merely out of luck that we got it out. But look, we had opportunities there to have a wide open three. KD just, you know, put the head down and tried to shoot himself and missed it a couple times. I mean, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support. We're back here tomorrow. Hopefully there's less stress levels here tomorrow, but we'll be doing the whole thing, the whole watch along tomorrow as well. So if you want to stay notified, make sure to do what you need to do. Alrighty, 10 seconds to play. Come on. KD is a savior. He hasn't even been the guy scoring the buckets, man. He scored 1 3-pointer, but he missed those shots down the stretch, and it's been free throws. Stress is a part of the fun. I will give you that. Really adds to the full experience, but really, not at my expense. Not at anyone's expense. Why? So, the Hawks are 2 timeouts. They've got 1 remaining. And if they can't get the ball in, they'll be able to call another timeout. They're going to get it in, are they? Yep, they're going to get it into Capella. Bogdanovic, deep 3. He got it! From way downtown. Now we've got to get it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 6.6 on the clock. The game is not over yet. We've got to get the ball inbounded. Sheesh. Bogdanovic, man, is on crack, bro. We just needed 1 stop. And, oh. Jesus Christ. Hand in his face. Joe right there. Oh, I mean, not really. Defense had to be a little bit better than that, given how well Bogdanovic has been playing. Oh my god. I said before that Kyrie's crossover sent someone to Slovakia. Well, that 3 by Bogdanovic was from Slovakia. I don't even know where he's from. He's from one of them countries around there. Croatia, Serbia, I don't know. You should put the sound of the game in the background, let us hear, since you can't put the video up. I don't want it to be as... I mean, it's chaotic as is with me speaking, so... I don't want it to be even more all over the place. You know, with... an extra element of sound. We've got to get it in. We've got to get it in. Get it in. Get it in. We got it in. KD copped it. And it's going to be shots for Kevin Durant. We're in the bonus. You'll get more people to watch. It is what it is. I'm not fussed how many people watch. I'm just here for good vibes, and if you want to tune in, you know, it is what it is. The whole point of it to start with was people who can't watch the game. This is the next best thing. It's like a tier down. KD makes number 1. 1 free throw away. Just the thing is, yeah, I don't... If anything, I would put, like, background music. Just to, like, add a little bit of spice, you know? Because sometimes it can get overly quiet. We make both free throws. Gee, that's tough to say. Nate McMillan calls a timeout. I watch you every week. Just wish I could hear announcers. Yeah, I don't want to change the, what is it? I understand what you're saying. I fully resonate. Roland from New Zealand. Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We're reaching all parts of the globe. Whenever I can't watch your commentary, or whenever I can watch the commentary, I don't know what you're saying. Helps me feel like I'm watching it live. Well, it's the authentic fan experience. I bet in my grandma's life savings, Katie, you better hold the damn ball. Well, he scored the free throws, so your grandma should be okay, and the life savings, put that shit in a safe. Put that in a safe, because it ain't going nowhere. Might get banned, not worth it. Yeah, I don't even want to. It's not worth it, you know. From Oman, gee, we're reaching all parts of the globe, eh? Don't foul on the 3, and they might go for the quick 2. If they go for the quick 2, don't make. Yeah, if you're going to give the 2 up, don't foul, but just guard the perimeter. Guard the perimeter. It may take up a few seconds. We have a timeout if we can't get the ball in. Or we have a timeout if we can't get the ball in. So don't panic. Who's winning the World Cup? Don't know. The big streamers just put the sound of the game, no video. Hey, we're unique. We're not like the big streamers, man. We're not like the big streamers. It comes in. Bogdanovic shoots a 3 over Joe. Missed it. Put back. Off. Rebound. That's it. Clock expires. We win the game. 6 out of 7 in a row. We've got it. We've got it, guys. If I wouldn't get copyrighted, I would play Celebration right now. All love to you too, man. All love to you too. Thank you for tuning in. Grandma is safe. Grandma's life savings are on lock. All right. I just wish we could end it quicker and let KD rest. 100% though. That is the key. We're going into a back-to-back tomorrow, and I don't know how cooked some of our players are going to be, but Indiana are going to be fired up, I think. Please stream next game. We're going to be back here tomorrow. So if you're heading out now, make sure to show your support on the way out. But we're going to do a little bit of a post-game. The Pacers beat the Wizards today, so it's going to be interesting to see if they come out with the same energy tomorrow. I just want to see their minute allocation. They had a couple play 30 minutes, but no one play more than 35. So they are going to have a little bit more rest than us. Great call, mate. Cheers for the stream. No worries, my friend. Have a good one, those who are... have a good one, those who are tuning in, or tuning out, should I say. We're going to look at the box score now. KD scored 10 in the last quarter, 6 in the 2 middle periods, and 18 in the first, which got us going. But we look at the box score now, and you will see Kevin Durant with 34 and Kyrie with 33. But ultimately, my player of the game in this one's going to go to Kai. He was unbelievable with stuff that, you know, some people would very easily overlook. And we'll have a look right now. You can see Ben Simmons, 4 steals. That's impressive. But Kyrie had 5 offensive rebounds. 5 offensive rebounds. Royce had 3. And you can almost bank on the fact that a lot of those happened in the last quarter. And that's where the disparity in our shots between us and the Hawks, that went away because we were able to get these rebounds, especially late in the game. And in a close game like this, it counted for so much. If we just go back to the simplified, Kyrie was awesome in the second half. He started off pretty slow, like he usually does, but really, fell into his element later on. Seth Curry with a couple big shots down the stretch. I tell you what, I thought that overturn call was going to swing things, but we did well and we got to stop immediately the other way. And yeah, KD hit some big shots when we needed him to. Hadn't scored a 3 in his first 5 attempts and then scored his final 2 in some big moments. For the Hawks, well, they had 33 from Trey, but he hit 22 in the first half. So we did well in slowing down his momentum. Bogdanovic had 31 off the bench, and quite amazingly enough, I thought we would lose that game, on the back of plays like that, playing so well. Overall, they shot 50% from the field, 19 dimes, that's not a great conversion. But their 3-point percentage went down a little bit in the last quarter, which was good, or in the second half. And overall, we had 29 assists, which you always take, and the 3-point shooting and the overall shooting was subliminal. It was also very awesome, and that's basically how we got the win today. Shooting was a big key, much like it was against Charlotte. But in the last quarter, well, we had 20 turnovers at three-quarter time, and what did I say at three-quarter time? I said, do not turn the ball over. Do not. What happens? We have 1 turnover in the last quarter. And I'll tell you what, on top of those gang rebounding efforts and 1 turnover in the last quarter, that's how we won the game. Not the shooting. The shooting was awesome, but it was the defense and whatnot that got us over the line. The turnovers for the Hawks in the last quarter, they had 13. They ended with 17, so we had a few more possessions via virtue of that. Rebounds, 36 to 39. We had a lot of offensive rebounds in the last quarter. And you can see overall, free throws, they didn't get to the line as much in the second half. We got to the line a little bit more in the back end. But you can see, it was slowly swaying further and further in Atlanta's favor in terms of that shooting disparity. We were able to stabilize in the last quarter, get that 3-point shooting evened out, and get the free throws on our terms. So overall, an exceptional win. Once again, I said this yesterday, I will say it again. You need to beat these teams in order to be taken seriously. And you need to be, you need to find ways. In times of difficulty and times that are going to force adversity, you need to find ways to get the job done. And we did that today. We will go to Indiana tomorrow and hopefully repeat the dose. Harris improving his trade value since the last couple games. Yep. Look, I don't want to trade Joe. To be honest, I'm so attached with Joe because of me following him since he joined the Nets, or round about that time in 2017. So I don't want him to leave. And he actually pulled through with some big defensive stops. He had to guard Trey a couple times. He was called upon to do that. Did well. Did have some really irrational fouls that he gave away, but also hit some big 3-pointers. Did he hit any 3-pointers? I'm not 100% sure. We'll go back to that in just a moment. Yeah, he hit 1 3-pointer, but he scored some valuable buckets, when we needed him to. But yeah, that's going to do it from me. I'm done here. What a stream. Thanks to everyone who tuned in and the support and whatnot. I disagree. Trade Joe. It depends what we're going to get for him. Right now, as I said, I've stuck with this mantra for quite some time. Once we see what the team can do as a whole when everyone is fit, then we can make a judgment as to whether or not we need to make moves. So hopefully for games like, the Bucks, the Warriors, the Cavaliers, round about Christmas time, we have the whole team, so we can actually get a gauge as to what this roster is going to do when faced with difficult opposition like that. Anyway, that's going to do it. My voice is wasted. We'll be back here tomorrow. I've got to save it for tomorrow. But thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like on the way out and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, we'll be back here in about 24 hours. Hopefully in 24 hours I'm speaking about another win. But we'll see how we go. Until then though, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. And have a good one. Peace out.